A time of election and the celebration is over in Senegal. It is time for action. It is no longer time for congratulatory message and messages that are coming from here and there and from world leaders to you. You as a newly elected president, remember there is purpose by which the timid population of Senegal come out in mass to vote you into power. You have agenda. There is a manifesto which you presented, you and your boss that was detained, that give chance for you to contest, and eventually the youth of Senegal, in line with the youth of whole Africa who are clamoring for change in Africa, voted you into power. Now, we are very happy that a young man is now assumed the highest office of the land in the land of Senegal. But I want to remind you of something. Now that you have occupied the highest position in the land in Senegal, a lot is expected from you. Many people are looking onto you, especially the youth. People say that when you want to test who somebody is or the ability of one, give him money and give him power. Now that you have acquired this power, you have acquired also money, also wealth. Because you are in charge, you are in control of everything. You should not allow it to enter into your brain. By so doing, making you to be pompous or making you to be proud or making you to be arrogant. You are a nice man. That is why the timid population of Senegal come out in mass to vote for you. Remember the agenda. You have plan. Every African youth is clamoring for African independence, African freedom from our colonial masters. We have seen it, the Mali, the Burkina Faso, the Niger, and the Guinea. Even though that these people are military, but African youth welcome them because they are championing the cause of the whole youth in Africa who are clamoring for youth to take over the land. Those who know what it will take to project Africa into the world and make Africa to be in the leading line as long as economics and the other political something is concerned. Do not be afraid. Whenever you visited meeting in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, AU meeting or Organization of the African Unity, OAU, whatever, do not be afraid of all those old men who seated there. That which make you to win the election in Senegal, that crusade you started by freeing your people from the slavery, from the France. You must continue that voice. That voice will not cease until all the thing that African youth are looking for is achieved. Because other African countries are using you as a point of contact to the subsequent election that will be held all over Africa. Now, what people that call themselves giant of Africa cannot achieve, Senegal, you have achieved it. By so doing, you have break African record as long as democracy is concerned in Africa by electing a leader, democratically elected president, a young man, 44-year-old man. What a wonderful thing. But you must swing into action immediately. If you know that which French has been taken away from you, which you have been fighting so that you will retain it in Senegal to better the life of your citizenry, swing into action. Remember, there are infrastructures to provide to them. Good education, healthcare, good healthcare, light, employment. This 4-point agenda, tackle it in the first 2, 3, 4 years of your administration. Make sure you provide it. Constant light will make investors to come into your country. You have set a record in your country by being the only African country that have never experienced coup d'etat. And I don't want it to start from you because oppositions are too much. The old politicians are looking for an excuse to say that the youth does not have experience when it comes in terms of governance. But you have to prove them wrong, because when you prove them wrong and they get it right, other African youth will emulate what is happening in your country to contest and defend their votes anywhere around Africa again where election will be conducted now or in future, so that we will get rid of all these old politicians and make our continent to be what it's supposed to be, because Africa have what it takes: human resources, capital, and other mineral resources that God deposited on our land, which the Westerners have been tapping, using it to provide free education to their citizens, making to provide free healthcare to their citizens. All these things, we have it in our country, we have it in Africa, we have it in our continent, which if we work together as a team, you see that Africa does not need to leave their continent to go to other continents to look for greener pasture. It is because the leaders who we have fail to maintain or to utilize what we have. That is what makes our citizenry to be going around all over the whole world, subjecting in all kinds of racism and all kinds of intimidations and other stuff. But I just wanted to let you know, you, the newly elected president of Senegal, that all eyes on you. You should not disappoint the timid population who come out in mass to vote for you. And you, the citizens of Senegal, I want you to give this man a chance. Have patience with him. Always support him. Anyone that he do that is not good, come out on the street, demonstrate peacefully. Make him to know that this cause he wanted to take, he doesn't like it, because there's reason why you will choose to vote young and dynamic leaders who will lead you, so that other African countries will emulate. I also must thank the former president for his courage to accept defeat and his courage to hand over this government to you, to maintain that 100% democratically government in Senegal. It is a kudos to you people. I must tell you, you people have done a great work. And I want that great work to continue, so that you will prove France wrong, prove other Western countries wrong, and prove Americans wrong. Prove the international community wrong, that Africa can do it and we can manage our resources. We have grown. We are no longer boys. If you know that our founding fathers, we cannot say that they make mistakes, because they are eager for independence. They want freedom, but they sign some document that make us to be in slavery now. But you who have traveled far and near, who have seen it all happen, know what it takes. So I want you to swing into action. Do not look back, but make consultations where necessary. Make sure you get it right, so that the opposition will not have any rapport, or the Western one will not have any rapport, or to cause unrest in your country. Put it right, because when you put it right, the whole Africans will get it right. We wanted to start from you, as we have already started from Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Guinea. Those are doing very well. Those Sahel countries are doing very, very well. Now it started with democratically elected leader in Senegal. It will spring and spread all over Africa, that we, as an African citizen, African Youth Forum, we will support you. You are not only the president of Senegal alone, but you are a leading leader. As long as African continent is concerned, we are solidly behind you. Please do not disappoint and do not let us down. We are with you, and God will continue to protect and guide you on that seat and give you wisdom to rule your people and make your people smile, because the suffering of Africans is too much. We hope that God, through you, will bring happiness and smile to the faces of your people and in Africa in general. God bless you, and have a wonderful stay in your office. Thank you very much.